Hey everyone,
Hey.
if this is Garry Johnson here. If you are just tuning in, we're so excited to go through this live stream with you today. If you're just logging in, the class is going to start in just a few minutes here. We wanted to kind of jump on and give people a chance to chime in and get settled and everything. We are a little early. We want to start a couple minutes here. We wanted to make sure that you got a warm welcome into today's live stream. It's your opportunity to activate your money magnetism by reprogramming your DNA for wealth. Yes, it's possible. All right. And all you have to do is tap into the secrets of your DNA's relationship with money in today's live stream event. All right. We are your Infinite Mastery consultants. My name is Garry. This is my buddy Ross. And we will be your hosts in discovering how to identify and shift limiting beliefs, harness the power of your thoughts, and master your emotions to attract money effortlessly. I mean, imagine what your life would be like if you could effortlessly attract money in abundance. I mean, picture waking up each morning feeling excited and empowered, knowing that you have the tools to create the financial reality you desire simply by understanding and reprogramming your DNA's relationship with money because you can transform your financial future.
That's it. That's it. So, everyone, I'm Ross Arntson, and we are in the house. Finally, we're back live. We're stoked, just stoked to have you join us for this amazing live stream that we put together for you today. If you're just hopping in, we're getting ready to roll in just a few minutes, and we're just a little ahead of schedule. We jumped on a little bit early because Facebook is always changing stuff on us, and so we want to make sure that it's been quite a hassle with them sometimes. So, but get ready to unlock your wealth blueprint and dissect the science of financial prosperity. So, we are Ross and Garry, and we're here from Infinite Mastery Consulting. We'll be your guides through this journey today. Discover your beliefs and your thoughts and your emotions and shape your financial reality and learn practical techniques, practical, to reprogram your DNA for wealth and for abundance. And that means no more struggling to make ends meet or feeling held back by limiting beliefs. Instead, you'll step into a reality where wealth flows to you effortlessly, where opportunities appear at every turn, and where financial freedom is within your grasp.
And we see some people still kind of chiming in here. So, for those
All
of you just
right.
coming in, hey, what's up, everyone? It's Garry Johnson here. We're about to take you on a journey of awesomeness today. If you've just arrived, we'll be kicking things off shortly. We are, like Ross said, we are a bit early. But hey, who doesn't love a head start, right? Today, get ready to dive into the question: is there an actual DNA for wealth? I mean, what if it was the key to unlocking your financial destiny? Again, we're Garry and Ross from Infinite Mastery Consulting, and we're here to guide you on the exploration of possibilities. You'll learn how to harness the power of your DNA to attract wealth and prosperity into your life, and you'll finally understand how to transform your beliefs, your thoughts, and your environment to create a reality where abundance flows effortlessly. Right? Now imagine waking up each and every day feeling a sense of excitement and purpose, knowing that you have the power to attract wealth and prosperity to your life. Picture yourself effortlessly manifesting opportunities and abundance, no longer held back by financial limitations.
That is it. So, what's up, everyone? So, it's Ross and Garry from Infinite Mastery here. We're thrilled to have you here for this live stream adventure. It's been a while since we've been done an actual live stream, and because we've been so busy, and we hope that you're as excited as we are. And if you just logged in, we'll be gearing up just to start in just a second. So drop us a comment in the chat and let us know where you're from, because we have such a global community. We absolutely love it. And so we're a little bit ahead of schedule. We're just about there now. And but we couldn't resist giving you just this warm welcome and just saying hi again. And if I'm honest, we'll also wanted to tease you a little bit about what you're in store for today. So, how to master your money DNA and transform your financial reality over the next 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to give you a guide through this journey today. And it's going to be our version of the magic school bus into the world of epigenetics and
And
explore
now we're
how you.
dating ourselves. Who here remembers the Magic School Bus? Who here remembers that? Go ahead and drop in the comments. Magic School Bus.
We're on the magic school bus. I don't even remember that. I'm not sure I watched that. I remember it. Let me recall that one. So, but we just want you to imagine the impact that this could have on your life. No more stress about bills, no more feeling stuck in a job where you hate, no more worrying about your financial future. Instead, you'll experience a sense of freedom and empowerment, knowing that you have the tools to create the life of your dreams.
All right, all right, all right. I think we've given people enough time to kind of chime in.
Let's get busy.
We are ready to get started. Let me start with a question. Are you curious and excited yet? Are you curious and excited as to how you are going to uncover the hidden blueprint of your financial success? Well, we get excited because today we're going to help you to get to the root cause of why money is or isn't flowing into your life easily and abundantly, and how to unravel years or even decades of DNA programmed blockages from the riches you deserve. Now, it's a tall order to ask in small time we have, all right? But you are going to really get a grip on how money, abundance, and spirituality are your divine gifts from the God, goddess, all that is source, whatever you call it, is what you deserve. Right? It's a gift that you deserve. And the money, abundance, spirituality are the actual trinity of success that was birthed with your spiritually evolving life force when you came into being.
That's right. And so today we're going to focus on the money aspect of those divine gifts. And by the end of this live stream, will absolutely have at least one solid solution for shifting your vibrational frequency to allow the flow of more money into your life almost overnight. So, are you tired? I mean, really just tired and worn out of feeling like you're drowning in financial struggles, like debt, lack of savings, or barely making ends meet. Maybe you've tried every budgeting app that you could download onto your devices and just got squashed in the penny pinching game. I can't afford that. And you've been dabbling in just about every potentially profitable side hustle that crosses your path. Or maybe you're one of those who's just been plugging away at the law of attraction type secrets since what was it? What year was that? 2006. That film, The Secret, when it came out. But no matter what you've tried, it's like you're stuck in quicksand. And no matter how hard you try to climb out, it just keeps sucking you down deeper and deeper.
Hey, we know we totally get it. I mean, we've been there in the past. We know what that feels like. So we want to give the opportunity. Are you ready? Are you ready to grab hold of your money lifeline and break free from those cycles? Even if they're generational, cycles of financial struggles, right? Some of you can experience that and know what I'm talking about here. Then you're in the right place. Stick with us throughout this entire live stream and let's take a microscopic look at whether your DNA is programmed to attract or repel money. Now, like Ross said, it's been a few weeks since we've been here live with you all. We miss you, all right? So today's live stream is called, Is Your DNA Programmed to Attract or Repel Money? Again, We are your Infinite Mastery Dynamic Duo. My name is Garry Johnson, my partner Ross Arntson.
You're dating us again. I'm waiting for the Batman signal to come up, or at least the theory the theme music to go.
I've got my red
So,
phone right here. What are you talking about?
so before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Garry. Garry is a retired master hip therapist, and with nearly 20,000 one-on-one sessions logged during his practice. Plus, he's been a marketing and business growth consultant for 30 years, helping entrepreneurs build powerful teams and make just a real impact in the world. And thanks to the trainings and the systems and the strategies he's put in place, they've collectively generated over $150 million in product and service revenues. That's amazing. So, Garry always brings decades of wisdom and insight, out of the box thinking, and experience to the table to set you on a path to future profits. He's all about evoking your money game and moving you into a place and space of infinite possibilities. You can depend on him for doing his best to deliver real world applicable tools. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to dive in and make some serious money magic happen in your life too.
Before we do that, let me pass it back over to you, my longtime partner,
Oh, thank you
Ross
very
Arntson.
much.
My longtime partner, Ross Arntson, is a co-founder with me of Infinite Mastery Consulting. And one of the things you'll get to see very quickly is that he really is an entrepreneurial visionary. And that trait alone is one of the primary reasons he's been at the helm of multi-million dollar corporations. He continues to leverage over 4 decades of management and training expertise, and with a proven track record in business and sales productivity, what he's become known for is his ability to be a powerful driving force who maximizes productivity while investigating and initiating the peak performance of management and sales teams and organizations around the world. Ross is deeply passionate about creating a global network of unstoppable, purpose driven entrepreneurs who play in the field of the infinite, which is a great field to play on. All right.
Hmm.
Ross is also co-creator with myself of the Infinite Masteries premier change technology. We call it the Infinity Process. It's a revolutionary program of learn it once, live it forever that helps executives, entrepreneurs, and elite level managers become empowered to design their ultimate reality, embrace their passions, and unlock their true potential for going beyond their limitations. When it comes to generating wealth, creating successful teams, and breaking limiting barriers, Ross is definitely someone you want in your corner.
All right. So listen, the world is changing and things are getting more and more challenging for people. Would you agree? Drop it down in the comments. Yes, no, I'm cool, whatever the case. We hear it from clients and we see it in the masses and how it's impacting them. This is why we've decided to do these live streams. And the future that we imagine for you is filled with money, with abundance, and a deep connection with your spirituality or your spiritually evolving life force. It's one thing for us to have a vision for you, but it's more important for you to envision it for yourself. So our intention is to deliver some powerful information for you today and over the next few weeks to bring that to life, to bring that vision into full clarity so you can feel it, touch it, smell it. So we want you to imagine waking up in the morning feeling a sense of peace and excitement about your financial future. You start your day with a clear mind, free of the burden of financial stress and worry. As you go about your day, you feel confident and empowered, knowing that you have the tools and the strategies to manage your money effectively and attract abundance into your life effortlessly. You sit down to review your finances, and instead of feeling overwhelmed, You feel a sense of clarity and purpose. You have a clear understanding of your financial goals and the steps that you need to take to achieve them. With each decision that you make, you feel a sense of alignment with your goals, knowing that you are moving closer and closer to that financial freedom. As you go about your day, opportunities for abundance seem to present themselves at every turn. Whether it's a new job opportunity, a lucrative business venture, or unexpected financial windfall, you feel confident in your ability to attract wealth into your life. And when challenges arise, instead of succumbing to fear and doubt, you approach them with a resilience and determination, knowing that you have the power to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. In your relationships, you notice a profound shift as well. Your newfound sense of abundance and prosperity radiates outwards, attracting positive and supportive people into your life. You surround yourself with like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you, creating a community of abundance where everyone thrives together. And as you lay your head down and to go to sleep at night, you do so with, a sense of gratitude and contentment, knowing that you are living a life filled with purpose and abundance and joy. This is the future that awaits you when you unravel the years of decades of DNA program blockages holding you back from the riches that you deserve. It's time to rewrite your financial story and to step into a future filled with unlimited abundance and the prosperity that you deserve. So, are you ready to make it happen?
Mhm. Well, I mean, doesn't that sound awesome? Imagine that as a default reality for you, right? Or some version of that fits for where you're at in your life and circumstances that you're going through. You know, when we first sat down to interview Dr. Bruce Lipton with his groundbreaking research, he really hit home with us and brought to light how to really understanding and properly applying the concepts of epigenetics can go far beyond its initial effect on human biology. Now, I don't know if anyone here knows who Dr. Bruce is. I mean, if you're on our channel, you should know who Dr. Bruce Lipton is, right? So that in that conversation, it sparked a revelation that not only can you program your DNA, but you can program everything. Because the premise ultimately comes down to the energy of the God force, divine source, all that is, whatever it is you label it. That source ultimately leads us to the conclusion that the framework of epigenetics can be adapted to influence virtually anything in your life, which for today's live stream is attracting money into your life with much more ease and flow. I mean, that's what you came here for, isn't it? That's what the title of the live stream kind of attracted you here. So, do you want to have it programmed from the core of your being so that you are attracting money in ways you couldn't comprehend? Wouldn't that be nice? So Ross and I looked at the foundations within epigenetics and began to look at how we can code these principles into our reality and teach our clients and students to do it for themselves in very intentional and deliberate way. And when it comes to mastering the flow of money, abundance, and spirituality, we came up with an acronym, IGNITE, IGNITE, so that you could remember to ignite any area of your life and create more joy, happiness, celebration, and abundance all around. So here's what we formulated and what each of the letters represent in that acronym. The I is for inspired beliefs. Now, Dr. Lipton talks extensively in many of his teachings about how beliefs about ourselves, our environment, and our capabilities can and do play such a crucial role in our gene expression as we grow through life. And we know from personal experience and through working with clients with the infinity process that we created, the positive beliefs can promote health and vitality, abundance and prosperity, and connection and community, while negative beliefs often lead to stress, anxiety, sickness, poverty, and isolation. Okay, perhaps some of you guys can relate with that. So that's what the I stands for. Then the G stands for generating innovative thoughts. So innovative thoughts is what we want to look at here. While Bruce primarily talks about consistent thoughts that you have going on in your mind, we like to make a refinement and emphasize your ability to generate innovative thoughts, which means fresh, new, inspiring thoughts that encourage growth and expansion instead of lack, limitation, and destruction that's been conditioned into us from an early age. All right, and now there's no doubt anymore. There is no doubt anymore that the thoughts you consistently and congruently dwell on have profound and lasting effect on not only your biology,
Yeah,
but also the reality we bring into awareness on a day-to-day basis.
exactly. So the next letter, N, represents the way that you nurture your emotions. One of the things that he strongly emphasizes is that your emotions are actually very powerful influencers on gene expression. So it would make sense to pay attention to nurture those emotions if you want to create the most positive impact on your overall well-being. The second I in Ignite is the influence your environment has on your experience of reality. Now, Dr. Lipton has brought attention to how our physical environment plays a role in promoting or hindering your biological health. So being conscious of how you are being affected by the things that surround yourself, what you allow into your environment and such, is a key part of how epigenetics works. The T stands for your ability to transform your perceptions. Bruce says that how we perceive the world around us plays a role in the shaping of our biology. But what is perception? It is the way that you and I give definition and meaning to the things we become conscious of. And this is a topic that we've talked about at length in many, many of our episodes. And we go into a lot of details in our masterclass, The Ignition Factor, catapulting your business with 6 radical steps. And we'll share more about that later.
Yeah, and then we get to the E. And no, it doesn't stand for end, right? It stands for the importance of engaging socially. All right. Science has figured out that the social interactions that we have with others, whether they are intimate social relationships or casual interactions in social networks, anything in between, they can all have an impact, both positive and negative, on our gene expression. Okay, so that's our IGNITE acronym based on epigenetics, the way we see and understand it. So when it comes to applying this to programming your DNA for attracting money, there's a lot of things to understand, to consider, and to implement. It would take us a couple of hours plus to cover all of it. And that's why we have the masterclass Ross talked about to do just that. Today, we want to help you to get your feet wet and to give you a jump start on your ability to start programming your DNA and explore just how much money you can actually attract.
Exactly. So we're going to pick up what we consider the top 3 influencers for attracting or repelling money in your life. Is that okay? So can you just jump right to the critical, we're going to just jump right to the critical stuff for you today. And just so that we can kind of compress this down because we really, really want you to get this. We just want to give you a head start. So now understand that when all six are fully activated and engaged, you'll just be unstoppable. But first, we need to get your money attraction ignited. We need to just light that match. And one of the key thing that we want you to leave with today is how to instantly influence and activate your DNA to attract unlimited money without years of therapy or any medical procedures or repeating unconvincing affirmations, working around the clock, or resorting to these get rich quick schemes that can be they can be done by understanding the three money DNA influencers. All right, so you got pen and paper, ready to take some notes, because your money DNA attractor number one. Okay, let's explore the power of inspiring beliefs and the impact that they can have on attracting money now. The question is, can making small tweaks in your beliefs around the concept of money be enough to open the vaults and send money your way? Can it? Yeah. Let's stop for a moment and think about what money actually is. Not just the definition of the meaning of it, as has been shrouded by decades upon decades of how money is used and the forms that it has morphed into over all these years. Let's do it a quick run through on the timeline of money. Let's take a metaphysical perspective and understanding of money as energy. Money has been a fundamental aspect of human civilization, oh my gosh, for centuries. It has been in many, many forms. And the evolution of the concept of money is a fascinating journey that reflects the development of human civilization from the Stone Age to the modern era that we have today of cryptocurrencies. And it began with the barter system, where the early stages of human civilization, people just simply relied on a barter system of exchanging goods and services directly with each other.
And then, currency came about as societies became more complex, right? Certain commodities emerged as commonly accepted mediums of exchange. Items such as grains, livestock, shells, and precious metals like gold and silver were used as money due to their intrinsic value, right? And yet, it still needed to be more versatile. And so, representing money was invented, right? Representative money. And that is something that represents that value. So paper certificates or banknotes were issued as claims to a specific quantity of underlying commodity. So because you couldn't carry around that many, gold bricks with you, you could say, well, I have this, so here's the certificate to say that I have this, and you can get access to it in order to use it for purchase or exchange, right? And then it was decided that it still needed to be even better. So transition to what we call fiat money, right? Marked a significant shift in the concept of currency. Fiat money is not backed by a physical commodity, but it derives its value from the trust and confidence of the people and the decree of the government. Right? Now, we have the boom of digital currencies and cryptocurrencies, which has emerged over the last decade, right? This as the most updated evolution of the concept of money. We think there's other evolutions that are coming, but right now that's the evolution that we're at. And these represent a paradigm shift in the monetary system, challenging traditional banking and finance and offering new possibilities. And I believe it's opening up for us to think about money and exchange in different ways in the future, right? Because money has now been transformed, in a sense, from a physical to an energy. Even though it's a digital entity, it's been transformed in that way.
That's right. So you see, throughout history, the concept of money has evolved in response to changing economic, social, and technological dynamics. Yet one thing remains constant. Beyond its tangible form, many philosophers and spiritual teachers and metaphysical thinkers have viewed money through a different lens, as energy. And as prominent figures in the realm of metaphysics, Garry and I notably expound upon this concept, emphasizing the dynamic relationship between money and energy. And in this four-part series that we're doing now, we are unveiling the profound idea of money and energy as one of the same, exploring its implications, applications, and significance in your life. This energetic nature of money, as its core, posits that currency is not merely a static object, but rather a dynamic force that flows through the universe. Just as all matter is composed of energy, money too is imbued with energetic properties. This changes the conventional notion of money as a finite resource. Instead, portrays it as an abundant and ever-present force permeating the fabric of existence. All for the asking.
Yeah, and it comes from the thoughts that we have that generate the idea around money, and research shows that we have approximately 60,000 thoughts per day. And these include both conscious and unconscious thoughts, ranging from just fleeting ideas to more focused and deliberate thoughts. And what are you doing to harness the energy of generating innovative thoughts and attracting money and breaking free from the conditioned patterns of limitations and failures of the past? Right? There's a lot of talk out there, a lot of preaching out there on, change your thoughts, change your life, but very little that actually teach you a specific systemized process to flip the ratio, right? Flip the ratio of negative and disempowering into limitless and infinite potential. And we talk a little bit more about that, but there are their solution out there tends to be the format of, do 10 minutes, do 30 minutes, or maybe even an hour of attempting to repattern your thoughts, to retrain your energy, to work on your money game, right? From your and doing it from conscious and unconscious thoughts and patterns. What if there was a way to reprogram even deeper than your unconscious program? Not many people are talking about that, right? I spent many years working with the unconscious mind with clients and studying it in depth. There's a level that's deeper. We're talking about influencing your DNA coding 24/7, 365 days per year with a language of enlightenment. Wouldn't that be powerful? Think about
Yes,
that.
it would. Yes, it would.
Right? And that's why that's why Ross and I got together to create our signature program, the Infinity Process. In fact, Mark Victor Hansen from Chicken Soup for the Soul. Anybody here know Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup for the Soul guy? He's been quoted calling it the equivalent of having a living vision board at your fingertips. And to be honest, that still doesn't embody how dynamic, how powerful, and how radical it is as a tool to harness the full power and energy of generating innovative thoughts by evolutionary transformations that can impact the influence of your DNA genetic sequencing. which leads us into DNA attractor number 2, which is all about influencing your abundant environment. Right? Influencing your abundant environment. Now, most people don't understand or even believe that they have the ability to take full and intentional control over the way their environment influences them on a moment-to-moment basis. You just think, well, I'm here. It's where you are is what you deal with, right? Well, we're here to tell you that you can absolutely flip that switch so that you are no longer influenced by the societal lack, limitation, and fear programming that's out there. In fact, we teach students and clients through the infinity process all the time to program and code their internal and external environment for a reality of wealth, abundance, and infinite possibilities.
Exactly. So why can some manifest money while others don't? Now, pay attention and be aware that I said don't, not can't. Because each and every one of you can do this to varying degrees. And if you just said to yourself, no, I can't, well, then you've just discovered your first hurdle. Let that sink in. The answer that you're looking for is trust and belief that abundance is all there is in existence. The others who can, well, they know they can. They trust that they can and come from a place of everything being abundant. Maybe they were taught, or somehow they learned attraction patterns, or even got a glimpse of the codex of money. While this is central to the concept of money as energy, manifestation is the process of bringing desired outcomes into existence through focused intention, alignment with the universal energies. Another of our mentors, Stuart Wilde, if you haven't heard of him, look him up. Stuart Wilde was one of the first advocates for cultivating a mindset of abundance and prosperity, asserting that by harmonizing our thoughts and our feelings and actions with the energetic frequency of wealth, we can manifest financial abundance in our lives. And in our master lab, Money, Abundance, and Spirituality, we give you 3.5 hours of experiments that you can test out to bring more of that money into your life. And according to the viewpoint of the energetic nature of money, our thoughts, our beliefs, and emotions play a crucial role in shaping the flow of money into our lives. Positive thoughts and attitudes towards money generate a vibrational frequency that attracts wealth, whereas negative thoughts and attitudes repel it. So when you listen, I mean really listen to some of the top money makers on our planet, you'll often hear them give credence and praise to the significance of having a properly trained mindset, one that acts as the magnet for drawing financial abundance instead of scarcity into our reality.
Yeah, and for those of you who may not understand the term scarcity, we're not talking about supply and demand scarcity, right? That's more of a man-made concept, right? I only have this amount, so you can only have that's more of a man. We're talking about the energy of scarcity, and it's that feeling, that emotion of lack, not enough, poor, not worthy. That's what we're talking about. That's closer to the DNA components, right? Those are beyond the conscious, unconscious thought processes, right? It's the source behind that I can't statement that we mentioned earlier, right? So if you catch yourself in this type of mindset, the critical question you must ask ask yourself is, how did you develop a scarcity mindset? Now, it will require some honest and sometimes painful inner reflection, okay? But it'll be worth it. All right, getting to the source is an essential step in setting yourself free from it. What you are exposed to in your environment throughout your entire life is constantly conditioning you on levels deeper than your unconscious. I can't emphasize this anymore. We've worked with the unconscious mind. How many of you here have done all the unconscious mind stuff? You've done the meditations. You've done the affirmations. You've done, and yet the same stuff is shown, because we need to go to a level deep. And what we're talking about is the conditioning that happens at the core of your being, and that's the DNA gene expression. So an environment that reflects abundance or one that reflects poverty silently plays a significant role in shaping individuals' beliefs, attitudes, and experience towards money and abundance. And guess what? Wherever you are, you're in an environment, right? For your entire life.
Oh my God.
Think about it. From a young age, maybe you were exposed to societal norms, cultural values, familial attitudes that often reinforce the idea of scarcity, right? Messages like money doesn't grow on trees from influential adults or peers. I mean, many of us went through that, right? And some of you still are hearing or repeating it, right? Or she works hard for the money. Right now, I'm a horrible singer, but in the music that you hear, right? You know, wait, my album's coming out. Wait, what are you talking about, Ross? It's
Yeah.
right. So, if you hear it in the music, and in different places, it instills the belief that resources are limited and difficult to attain at the genetic level. I want you to get this. Your societal emphasis on competition and comparison, whether it's through sports or I'm better than you, or you're better than me, or she's better than you, those kinds of things. Materialism, I have more than you have more than me, or that kind of mindset is a mindset of scarcity, where individuals feel the need to hoard resources and fear the loss or lack of those resources. Right? Even traumatic experiences related to financial instability or poverty or loss can deeply impact an individual's perception of abundance and scarcity. Right? For example, growing up in a financially disadvantaged environment or experiencing significant financial setbacks can create a sense of scarcity. And that scarcity mentality becomes characterized by fear, anxiety, and distrust. Right? Even traumatic events such as, when you lose a job, right? Out of nowhere, it comes out of, or a bankruptcy. You have to go through that and all the emotions that come with that. Those are no longer at the subconscious level. We're telling you that's going to a deeper, right? Or even the economic downturns, because you feel those are out of your control, right? You can control your thoughts. You can control what you communicate to your unconscious mind, what you feel. Many of us feel that we can't control the economic ups or downs. So that impacts us on a level that's even deeper than that. And it can further reinforce those feelings of insecurity and scarcity, and making it challenging for individuals to cultivate a mindset and an environment and the belief systems and all the ignite components of abundance and prosperity.
Exactly. So think of the media, advertising, the consumer culture plays a crucial role in perpetuating the scarcity mindset through messages of scarcity, messages of lack, and inadequacy. Advertisements often capitalize on people's insecurities and their desires, portraying a world where happiness and fulfillment are contingent upon material possessions and external validation. And as we've said before, if you've listened to anything that we've done, our live streams in the past, nothing is about the external. It's all about what's in here. So moreover, media narratives focused on economic crises, financial hardships, and disparities in wealth reinforce the belief that resources are scarce and unevenly distributed. Constant exposure to such messages can shape individuals' beliefs about their own worthiness, their own deservingness, and the ability to attain abundance, contributing to yet more scarcity mindset. And these factors, among others, seem to be stacked in the favor of supporting the scarcity mindset in individuals, making it difficult for their DNA programming to embrace a mindset of abundance and prosperity. Recognizing, addressing, and above all, solving these underlying factors is essential for cultivating a more empowered and abundant approach to life and having all the money you need to live the life that you desire. Okay, so enough of that. Let's jump into the last. Money DNA attractor number 3 is how often you engage in socially enriching circles. Okay. Coming to the understanding that you do not have to settle for wallowing in any social circle or setting that drains your life's energy. We all know those environments or individuals who are toxic to be around, right? Just give me a thumbs up in the comments. Well, remember, you always have choice, and you can choose to be around nurturing, loving, and compassionate souls and tap into a collective positive energy. You can feel it in your body when a group or an individual is filled with abundantly creative energy and feeds your soul. One of the most powerful and impactful things that you can do for programming your DNA, excuse me, to attract money is to intentionally and regularly place yourself in social circles that are rich, encouraging, growth-oriented, that support your growth through collaboration instead of competition.
Yeah, because collaboration means you're growing together. Competition means you're picking people apart, right? We don't want
Exactly.
that experience. And so this is why so many successful people are a part of a mastermind of some sort, right? Some sort of empowered network with like-minded individuals. Now you may be thinking, I can't find anyone else who thinks like I do, right? Or like I'd like to, right? Or maybe you're thinking, I don't have anything to give to a group like that. So why would they want me? Right? Well, this is an easy one to resolve. Start small with just one other person.
Yeah.
If you just put your attention out there and consistently pursue that one other person, even if it took you a year, then you can know that you're not alone. There are others like you out there, right? And then you can both head out to find one more each. And then the next year you'll have 4 in your group. And by the end of the 5th year, you'll have a very powerful and solid 32 like-minded people mastermind. And that's a really nice size mastermind. Okay. And this could be the most influential piece of DNA programming you could ever do in your life. And for some of you, you need to start by cleaning house. All right. I often consult and advise. I often consult and advise students that and students and clients to do what I call a social clutter clearing. Okay. Now it's not always easy, but can make a significant difference in the amount of money that flows into your life. Now here it goes something like this. Begin with looking in the mirror of your life and do some serious self reflection and assessment and identify all the individuals who may be toxic or disempowering in any way to you or the life you want for yourself. Get a sense of how they make you feel about yourself, about your life, and about your potential. And then decide to set clear boundaries for your mental, emotional, and spiritual well being. Whatever that looks like for you, each person is going to be different. And with each individual, it's going to be different, right? Determine what the behaviors or interactions are going to be that are acceptable for you. And then communicate these boundaries from a place of love, from a place of integrity, from a place of honoring your true essence. Don't go about it in an attacking way. We want to do this from a place that's loving, nurturing, and encouraging, but honoring your true essence.
Exactly. So I want to re-emphasize what Garry just said real quick, because what you may or may not have picked up is when he's saying what's true for you, not what's true for TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. What's true for you? Stop competing. All right. Because next is to continue to evaluate your relationships and determine if they are salvageable or if it's just best for all involved that you let them go. Decide if a toxic relationship can't be improved, that you're going to intentionally create more and more distance by limiting contact or unfollowing on social media, or just going to different environments altogether. Sometimes it happens on its own, but many times a conscious decision needs to be made. Sometimes you may need to seek support from trusted friends and family and mentors or coaches to provide guidance because they can see things that you cannot. Insight and encouragement as you navigate potential challenging relationships. And finally, focus on your self-care. Prioritize your self-care and be okay and open to surrounding yourself with positive and empowering influences. Look for activities that you can engage that will bring you joy, that allows you to practice more mindfulness and feel like valuable investments in nurturing the type of relationships that are encouraging and enriching for your well-being. This is one that we absolutely love to work on and facilitate. One of the ways that we do this is by bringing you here on this platform so you can interact with other like-minded people who are learning and implementing the same types of things that you are. And another way that we do it is through our virtual roundtable events. These are live and interactive Zoom calls where entrepreneurs can get together, okay, in a spirit of growth and evolution of their businesses through collaboration instead of competition. And they can do it in a safe environment where there's no selling and no elevator pitches or hidden agendas, just pure relationship building. That many times ends up to be a very lucrative business in the form of leads and clients and referrals and joint ventures. So it's really freaking cool.
Yeah, if you haven't been to one of our VRTs, definitely you should check out the next one comes up when we let you know or announce it. Um, so there you have, there are the three money DNA influencers to get your feet wet and get you off and going. Now remember that in order for consistent and profound ignition of the money, abundance, and spirituality you desire, you have to engage all six. But if you miss any or don't implement them in a radical way, you'll be selling yourself short with the amount of money you can begin to attract. So let me ask you a question. Can you see now how you can instantly influence and activate your DNA to attract unlimited money that you want without years of therapy, any medical procedures, without repeating unconvincing affirmations, or even working around the clock or resorting to get rich quick schemes? Can you see how easy it is to get started with the three money DNA influencers? Now, would it be all right with you if I shared something that we're in the process of putting together to help you to fully turn on what we call the ignition factor, catapulting your business with six radical steps? All right. Now, we don't have all the details yet. We're still putting together. We're putting together a master class that with that exact title, and it will be approximately 2.5 hours of taking a deep dive into all six factors of the IGNITE acronym and how each of them relate to having more money, more abundance, and more spirituality, and everything you could ever want in your life. Okay. If you'd like to be on top of our list to be informed when we have everything set for registrations, just drop a hashtag Ignite. That's hashtag Ignite in the comments, and we'll reach out through Messenger with direct messages to so you can keep an eye on your notifications for us. All right. Because if you're not a friend of ours, of either of us, you might miss it. So you got to keep an eye on the notifications on Facebook. So drop a hashtag Ignite to get notification and more information about the upcoming masterclass called The Ignition Factor: Catapulting Your Business with Six Radical Steps. And we are planning to do the masterclass. The tentative date right now is the 13th of next month. And the next few live streams coming up are going to continue to build the momentum of what we started here today, leading up to that event. All right. So make sure you tune in. Next week's the live stream is one you're absolutely going to want to attend. So schedule and block it off on your calendar right now, 10 a.m. PST next Thursday. And the title is What's Preventing You from Having True Abundance? Escape the traps you never saw coming.
Exactly. Beautiful. So in closing this live stream, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you for showing up. And more importantly, for participating and actively seeking the solutions for bringing more wealth and abundance into your life. Remember, these concepts about money as energy may be new to some and old to others. But as you show up as your current self, make them the profound shift in perspective that you needed to ignite your true nature of wealth and abundance in your future. One, you recognize money as a dynamic force that is interconnected with you and the universal energy field of abundance. You can truly transcend any current limitations of conventional thinking and begin to tap into the infinite potential of prosperity that has always been there. And we encourage you to make the conscious intention to align with universal energies that are all around you. Do whatever you can to cultivate a mindset of abundance and limitless possibilities. And we can assure you that you can harness that power of money's energy and manifest greater wealth and fulfillment in your life. And you can do it now.
And the other thing too, Many of you have worked on the conscious understanding of what needs to change. Many of you have been working on the unconscious stuff. Really start to explore how can we now impact the DNA at the core. All right. And before we go, we'd like to leave you with a dare. And that is, we dare you to be exceptional today, tomorrow, and every day after that. And the only way to do that is to implement what you learn and learn from what you implement. So that's our live stream for today, everyone. Thank you for being here. We look forward to seeing you next week. And be well. Till then, thanks, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. We'll see you. Bye-bye.